Hey there, Taurus. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button and ring that bell. They'll notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the content we provide here at Joy the World, give us that big thumbs up, like and share. Help us get the word out, making our world a bold, bright, beautiful place for all of us to shine bright. And thank you for your donation, those of you who've sewn into the channel. I've had many new decks show up, one of which is coming into your read today. You're like playing heads or tails, and I'm like, Taurus, what is up? Because this week there happens to be a theme, and I didn't pick it, but that's where it started out. It's talking about the power of surrendering to love and what it's taking for each of the signs to surrender, or the path that is going on in the surrendering unto love. So you're wanting to start out with the vice versa, and at the very top, our divine animal oracle is the dog. And if you can see, look, can you see the dog here? The eye, the wisdom. It's hard to know what this is because it can be dark or it can be light. It can be unhealed or healed, in bringing you forward to the place where you are now with your companion. But you're needing someone who's more of an equal partner, to the merging of the energies to come in to see someone eye to eye. That's what you're looking for. Head on. Someone who's straightforward, open, present. You're like committed. Because if they look you eye to eye, there's nothing shisty, no tricks, no trickery. Thank you. I need two more. I got to turn the deck. That's what you're saying. Turn the deck. Remember, heads or tails, heads or tails. So we're turning it. We're going to get two more here. So I'm going to put these on this other side for you, Taurus. Nope, that's too many. What's going on here? Thank you. There they are. All right. So we're going to start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay. So you've definitely been hard at work, and you've been looking at yourself and what you are made of. Because this is more about the components of self. This isn't even earning money in this, because our potential to earn is based on our connection to ourself and what we're capable of and what we're here to connect with and to do. And this is definitely you carving out your niche in the tree of life. Like some Keebler elves going on there. You baking some magic cookies, Taurus? You got some hidden up in your tree, huh? What's going on in there? So let's take a look at the back side. And it's about surrendering to the authority of the apprenticeship. Which phase do you still see yourself at? Giving yourself permission to transmit into your adult body, into the authority and the craftsmanship of how would I do it? How do I see this? Not that this is the way things are, this is the way it is, this is the way things are, this is the way it is. It's like, Look at this open window, this open door. It's about how you see it and how you perceive it. Anybody who's reached adulthood has been through an apprenticeship or mentorship of some sort, right? Pardon me, get comfortable here. And you're talking walk softly. That there's something about you that's a little bit more at ease, a little more gentle than some of what you witness. But then there's a group of you that had a gentle relative, a gentle lover is what you're saying, someone who loved you and cared for you and showed you the ways of the world. All right. So now we've looked at that. Here you're blocked, here you're unblocked. Okay. So let's see the companion card that came in with it. So in this card, you were drawing my eye first to the disempowerment. But the unique thing about the way I work with fives, I have lots of fives in my chart, numerology. It's about taking hold, taking ownership, taking, the manifest. But for me, it's about activation. It's not all this zzz up in the head. It's practical application of the knowledge and information that you have. And when you synergize that and you align it with who you are, what you're made of, what you're here for, that type of thing. And we're not just talking about work, what you're here for, but about that application, that activation of being able to get practical, tangible results, right? Things that change the world around you because you are changing inside, so it aligns the two and the perspective in between. But here, then I want to see this rise up because I see the look here. But this is almost like self-defeat going on. Like there's self-defeat going on, not knowing that you have the power to stand up. Like to merge your heart and your will together. Not your forthrightness and your determination on others to get them to move and come along to assist you, because this is showing up as one person, like the mindset and the ability. So merging them together, your soul seat, your willpower, your solar plexus chakra, that has a lot to do with your willpower, with your ability, okay? And that lining up with the passion of your heart, which we could see over here was this craftsman. Once we took that look, that it's about how you see life and how you view yourself and what you're made of, not how you view it, but how you view yourself outside the scope of anyone else's lens, okay? That is what empowers you to stand up, all right? And when you stand up, that old lurking, that, and his lurmkin, what was it? The Lorax. That one, the Thanid maker who lurks in his lurmkin, the lurmkin is lurking away. Because you just stand your ground. You're like, all of this, I forged who I am. I am aware of who I am. And here's the lines I will and won't cross. I'm not going to cross my standards anymore. It doesn't matter if their morals, their values, their character, their personality, their relationship responsibility, any of those fields and facets, you're like, no. But you can see the look on the face. It's just being able to see it off. It's just knowing that divine connection with yourself, that you're like, no more will I be beaten down and defrauded. Okay? And so here we see it walking away. And then I love how the sun sets on it and it becomes nighttime. And you let that thing go off to its mountain. You're like, I don't have to come conquer your mountain and your mountain and your mountain and your mountain just because I'm strong and powerful in a Taurus. Just because I'm determined and forthright. No. I'm going to sit here with my castle. I'm going to stay in what I have forged and who I am, who I've carved out for myself, my niche. But I do know there's more coming, because as you're saying all that, it's almost like coming into those standards and the formation. It's not even just the foundation, but like the blueprint, the walls, the containment is coming up, the vessel. And you're like, this card already swooshed itself all out by itself. Because look, divine beauty, divine right, soaring the skies. Like taking that, look, that lens. We have the energy. We have the energy of the active and the potential coming together. We have the energy of what would be called the masculine and the feminine, right? Being the emotions, the knowing thyself, but also the practical application of know thyself, of how to move forward in it. And then she's showing her backside. Look at that. Look at that red hair, but that's the candle guiding your way. That is the light in your heart. That is your knowingness. It's that unction, that thing that you haven't always been able to put your finger on, but it draws you forward. It pulls you in. But the neat thing is, with this old lurmkin that lurking away into his own place, it's not this anymore. That's why you have that sword on the ground. And see there too, so you're calling in that relationship, that divine connection, and you're being drawn forward. See there are the candles of polarization going on here, but that with the circle makes the full completion, and it brings down that divine relationship. Okay, so that going on, let's take a peek over here. It's almost like we're looking at both of y'all, okay, because here we see another. Now, who this other is, remember the divine companion, the one that looks at you directly, the one that knows how to face themselves. It's here, they were like dealt with abandonment and feeling left out and feeling, very Five of Pentacles, that type of energy, not knowing that they had any power to move on, and just left in desolation, like desolation of the mind, you can see here. And even the dreams, can't even see the dreams come in anymore, the dreamer, okay? And things have been chipped and nicked and marred and dented and banged around, like life has beat you up, beat them up, whichever side of this you're on, okay? This is talking about two people clearly here. Relationship that you have, or the person coming in. But you're wanting to see both sides of the issue today, so we are looking at both sides of the card. This is also them coming into their maturity, coming into the hermit, but also, like Gandalf, it's like the magician as well. This wizard who's hiding under the cloak with the staff. The staff upholds them. They know they are a self-made man, self-made woman, self-made person. Hey there. Come back in a bit, and when I finish a few, we'll go to the beach.
Cool. Awesome.
Hey, we get a cameo from my
Yeah,
son.
skip
This
one.
is great. Bend down so they can see your
Yeah.
glorious face. I birthed that baby. So anyways, grown man. That's what happens. Anyway, so you have this union of the soul. When the sun and the moon merge, that's when a person's mind becomes whole. And they're committed to themselves. And the neat thing here is they're mountains. They don't see them as the challengers or, having to lurk and hide away. Here, they're being called forward, to forge forward. Remember, this person was tethered here in this dreamless wasteland. Ooh, dreamless wasteland, teenage wasteland. Wow. And they said they missed all the fun, and now they're moving forward in that divine unity. This is someone who's non-judgmental. They're very forgiving and kind. They are not given to arguments. They're peaceable, but also they're committed and forthright. Like, they know where they stand on things, and that's why they don't have to engage in that type of banter. And they're able to walk and move forward. And I love how here they're rising up as the ninth cup. Okay. So that one wanted to stay face down, the authority. I love that. I love that. Underneath, oh, look, is it the Nine of Cups? They were talking about the exalting, the lifting up. Talk about the dreamer. The dreamer travels light and travels easy, can travel through the mind with no hindrance. Because remember, the mind has been made whole here. You have permission to own and to traverse any part of yourself. So I'm talking about this to you directly, but remember there are two people here. Whichever one you're in, you're going to understand the person that's coming in alongside you, okay? Someone who was left out and someone who is drawn in up under, right? Someone who is subjected and someone who is rejected, okay, friend? So I love how it's lining up, it's building up, and look at the reiteration of the pillars. There we have that 5 coming in, but this is upholding, undergirding, strengthening, structuring, and support. Okay, very supportive. And not just supportive like that way, but the unionized. Remember the bringing together the whole mind. As someone who gets you, they see it. You see things for more than what they are. You see the person in their wholeness, not their past, their present, and their future. You see it all as one containment, and therefore it's easy to navigate and move through, and to have that loving support. Ooh, look at what is up here. Look inside. It's a palace. Ooh, this is all coming together, because look, where is it? Look at that. That stay in the ground, turn away, say, I will not lurk in a lurmkin with you and making needs that everybody needs, because my life has meaning. My life has purpose. I know who I am, and I'm not going to just schlep away at whateverness to be status quo, to be approved of, to be anything else. But look at this goldness light coming on in and talking about joining into your destiny, fully clothed in it, regally and royally clothed, and like filling those cups. And I love it's day and night, night and day. Day and night, night and day. So that means you've joined your stream. It's no longer like works-based effort, okay? So that's where it'll be a unique merging, and not that one's better than the other. One is a higher attainment than the other. They're complementary. Remember? They're complementary, the polarization. All right? It makes it whole. We need both veins and arteries. I like having 2 eyes. I like having 2 hands. I like having 2 ears. It makes stereo, right? It brings things and it gives it a fuller, richer experience. So here's one who's subjected to all the learning and the craftsmanship and doing things through the step, very beaver energy, very work applied type energy. And here's the other one who's risen up into understanding that divine mind, the wholeness of the mind draws it to you and awakens it from the inside. And so gold calling unto gold. Okay, and gold is our divinity. But I absolutely love that both of y'all are in your divinity. So we're going to grab, what do I want to get? Ooh. You're saying you want one of my new decks of cards. This is the Pitman. We're going to take into the... Y'all are so fast. Okay. Oh, you got a love bomb coming on in. No wonder times. Look at that love bomb. You're about to be bombed by love. Incoming. And I love it because it's totally lit up. This one you see coming. You're like, okay. You're like, I didn't know up here in the collarbones. You're like, I didn't know, but I know. I didn't know, but I know. And this is you activating your collarbones, activating the portal, the gateway, the opening of the high heart, which is when you can throw the head back into complete surrender and trust. And that's when all that you've waited for is incoming. Like, it's hilarious when my drawing's up here. It's going, look, Joyce, it's incoming. Look at that. Look at this vibration, this fire flower of life, which talks about that divine union, okay? Incoming. I love it. We're going to get a pearl to go with this to take you, Taurus, into this week. That's fantastic. You're the one. Okay. Patience. And this patience this week has been talking about a bit as do your part. It's like, whoa, hold your horses. And it's not in the way of stop. It's not in anything else. It's about almost wanting to meddle and touch the process and the parts that aren't time yet, like in a recipe. It's not just ingredients, it's formula. It has to do with the order and the way the components come together, just like symphony, okay? And so the thing is often if you're not playing the notes that are already there, why are you rushing ahead on the page? Those are coming. It is progressing. It is cycling and turning and moving. It doesn't require your effort. Remember, there's so much of this effortless energy going on. It is calling you towards it. And that's what is opening that divine channel, that divine union. So just simply be in the moment, be in the now, be in the present, be centralized. So that's letting me know you're probably more of this energy, right? Which is why it had us start there. And this person coming in has that complementary energy. So go through the process. Don't put the cart ahead of the horses because that will be exhausting trying to push it. But you're also not trying to pull it either. They're saying detach from the cart. Detach from the obligation. This is something friendly and fun. I mean, like rocket ship. Talk about a rocket ship. That totally detaches. Not even an airplane has to stay within the atmosphere, within the stratosphere that we live in. It has to stay down here to be safe. This thing can change worlds and move between worlds because it totally detaches. Oh, you got a whole new world. All right. Whole new world. Well, Taurus. Fantastic. Hey, leave comments down below so I can find out what is going on according to these readings. I love to check in with you and hear about your lives and offer you support from my heart to your heart, making our world that bold, bright, beautiful place. Hey, I love you. Talk soon.